Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, the latest on 3 drive-by shootings that were reported overnight in Lincoln. Plus, the last game of the season this week for Husker football. But is the focus on the game or the next head coach? We'll hear from Mickey Joseph. But first.
It was, holidays. I was shopping, and a gentleman started following me out to my car.
As holiday shopping ramps up, thieves are increasing their efforts to get your money. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Rod has the night off. Thieves are ruining the holiday shopping for some in Lincoln. LPD wants to spread the word and prevent you from becoming a target. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us live with our top story tonight. Veronica?
The Lincoln Police Department is sending a warning to everyone out shopping this holiday season. Be aware of your surroundings and secure your purchased items. Authorities say crooks are looking to take advantage of this busy time of the year. Just last weekend, thieves racked up nearly $15,000 in fraudulent charges after targeting people at Lincoln stores.
Years ago, but it was, holidays. I was shopping, and a gentleman started following me out to my car. And that was real scary. But what I basically did that time was I was close to the traffic, so I just went to the road.
Police say last weekend they responded to 2 different incidents near Highway 2. On Saturday, a 75-year-old woman was targeted near Walmart. The thief told her something was wrong with her tires and suggested checking them. The victim later noticed her credit cards had been stolen while she was looking for damage and left the door opened. On Sunday, there was a similar theft at a Super Saver. A 64-year-old woman says she noticed her wallet was missing from her purse while still inside the store. Both victims' credit cards were used for more than $7,000 each. Lincoln police say people should also be careful where they put items they buy.
Try to take those bags and those items you just purchased, secure them in the trunk. Don't leave them in the passenger compartment because it's extremely tempting for people to, get into your car.
Shoppers in Lincoln say they're aware of the situation. For them, the most important thing is to pay attention to your surroundings.
Don't give them your time of day. Just do something else or get to where you're visible.
If somebody was coming towards me and I was outside of the car, I would most definitely get inside the car or go into the building right away.
LPD recommends using a purse that zips or latches shut. They also say you should be wary of overly friendly strangers, as they could be trying to distract you so their partner can make a move. And if you have any information on those thefts, call police or Crime Stoppers. You can reach them at 441-6000 or 475-3600.
Veronica, thank you very much for our top story tonight. In other news now, multiple drive-by shootings were reported between midnight and 4 a.m. across Lincoln. LPD says it began near 28th and D Streets when a house was hit by 4 bullets. Someone walking their dog in the area saw a car pull up to a house, shoot at it, and then drive off. A few hours later, another shooting happened near Jameson North and Canterbury Lane. That's a few blocks north of 27th and Old Cheney. The final shooting was across town near 17th and Knox Streets. Police say the house there was hit 10 times. Now, in total of all the shootings, the damages amounted to over $2,400 in damages and no one was injured. Police are not yet confirming whether the shootings are connected.
I can't make that leap at this time. It's 3 within a short period of time, but I don't want to for sure say that they're all 3 connected. It was quite the busy night for the officers, and they're obviously a little backed up on getting their paperwork done. And a lot of these reports are still in process right now.
Police say they found 9mm shell casings at all 3 scenes and also .223 caliber shells at 2 of the scenes. They also received reports of a car speeding off at all of the locations. The investigation is ongoing and anyone with information is urged to call police or Crime Stoppers. An update now on a fatal crash in Lincoln. Police have identified the woman killed as 80-year-old Lynn Linder. The crash happened at the intersection of Highway 2 and 33rd Street yesterday around 4:30 p.m. LPD says Linder was turning south when she was hit by an eastbound pickup. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. In crime news now, a man is behind bars after a pursuit ended in a standoff near UNL's campus. Officers approached 25-year-old Delano Proctor near 14th and Adams while he was asleep in his car. They say when he woke up, he tried to drive away, almost pinning an officer and hitting a vehicle. He later crashed into another car near 14th and Military, right next to the Devaney Center. Police say he then refused to exit his car and kept trying to drive off. Police used pepper balls to get him out and take him into custody. Authorities say a 14-year-old student was taken into custody after a gun was found near North Star High School. They say yesterday a staff member found the handgun in a backpack. Police say it matched the one that was stolen from a vehicle near 13th and Saunders. The 14-year-old student was the owner of the backpack. A Kearney teen charged in connection to a deadly shooting has been sentenced. 19-year-old Mariah Chamberlain will serve a 2-year probation for possession of more than a pound of marijuana. Other charges against her were dropped in a plea deal. This all comes from a January shooting that killed Jared Shinpaw of Lexington. Joshua Morris also faces the same charges as Chamberlain, and he will be sentenced in December. Now to the latest on the investigation into the deadly shooting inside a Colorado Springs LGBTQ club. We're hearing from one of the men who police are calling a hero, whose actions to take down the gunman saved countless lives. ABC's Morgan Norwood is in Colorado Springs with the latest.
I'm just amazed that I'm able to walk and that I'm alive.
Survivors of the shooting inside Club Q reliving those horrific moments when police say a gunman began spraying bullets into the bar.
I got hit in the back and I turned around to look at him and he kept shooting.
Ed Sanders shot in the leg and thigh, yet during the chaos, he says all he could think about was helping others.
I shielded another woman with my coat because I didn't know how long they were going to shoot.
We're also hearing from Richard Fierro, the military veteran who police are calling a hero for taking the suspect down before officers arrived, saving dozens of lives.
And I pulled him down. I grabbed the pistol from him, and I'm on top of him. I'm a big dude, man, and this guy was bigger. And I just kept wailing on him.
Authorities now holding the suspect Anderson Lee Aldridge on hate crimes and murder charges. Meanwhile, the community of Colorado Springs reeling, but in the face of heartbreak, there's also resilience.
This was a fear tactic, and to make this think that we're going to stop being who we are, doing what we do, having a good time, living our lives the best we can, it's not going to work.
And the LGBTQ community has been at the center of threats in recent months, with hate-motivated attacks on the rise nationwide. Advocates are now calling on leaders to address that spike in violence. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Colorado Springs.
Let's switch gears and head to the Weather Center and chat with meteorologist Jessica Blum. She's in for us today. Jessica, it was a beautiful day with, temperatures in the 60s?
Yeah, middle 60s for some of us, lower 60s for some. We haven't seen temperatures in the 60s since November 10th. So it's been a little bit, it's a welcome sight at that for most of us. 64 degrees the high in Lincoln, 60 in Hebron, as well as 60 in McCook and North Platte. Middle 50s for about everyone else, so warmer temperatures at that. And sunset happening just about 5 minutes ago, so that sunset getting earlier and earlier, and it's getting darker and darker soon out there. But temperatures dropping quite a bit out at the airport. That might be slightly off, as the rest of town is right around 60 degrees still, and going to continue to drop off this evening as we have mostly clear skies around our area. But 53 currently in Nebraska City, 52 in Beatrice, as well as 53 in Hebron, 49 in Grand Island and Columbus. So it's starting to be a cooler night for some of us as well. But as we go through the next few hours, temperature is going to be 50 degrees around 6 p.m. tonight, mostly clear skies. Those winds going to be calming down, and will eventually reach the 30s by about 8 p.m. and then continue to drop off into temperatures right around the middle of 20s tonight. So a mostly clear night at that, and a cooler night at that for going forward. But again, those temperatures going to be slightly warmer than some of the nights we've seen the past few nights. So across the board, warmer temperatures, and I think a lot of people are excited about that.
Absolutely, especially with the holiday. Thank you, Jessica. Now to some Husker football updates. With just one game remaining in the season, the future of Nebraska football remains full of uncertainty. Channel 8's Lauren Michelson breaks down the latest from the team today. Lauren?
Yeah, Megan, the 3-8 Huskers end their season in Iowa City on Friday, but it feels like the focus for fans is less on the game and more on the big question at hand. Who will be Nebraska football's next head coach? Joseph said he hasn't talked with athletic director Trev Alberts and for now knows what exactly he'll be doing through Friday's game. But after that, well, his guess is as good as anyone's.
I'm going to be on my couch until I get a phone call. Okay? I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be on my couch. I mean, I'm going to coach them up until Friday. Then Saturday, I'm going to spend all day with the family. Then Sunday, I'll probably come in here and get some things done. But until I hear anything, everybody's going to kind of just take some time away.
Even Husker players are starting to get annoyed with people asking about the search. Defensive lineman Colton Feast said today it's a common question that's getting old. Feast, who said he doesn't know if he's returning next season, knows the decisions ahead for him and his teammates.
Everyone thinks they know stuff. They want to know stuff. They don't know stuff. There's going to be a lot of decisions made for each person. Every person's going to have to make a decision on what to do. And that's just kind of part of this business. This is a business very oriented by wins, If you're winning, everything's perfect. When you're losing, everything's not. So each person will have their own, talk with their family, talk with the new coach, stuff like that.
Despite the looming question of who takes over the helm of the football program, Joseph and his leader players say the focus remains on Friday's game, finishing strong against an Iowa team the Big Red hasn't beat since 2014.
Lauren Michelson with an update for us on Husker football. Thank you very much. And speaking of the Huskers, a heartwarming tradition here. Members of the team will head to Bryan Health tomorrow to visit patients. They'll go to units like pediatrics, neonatal, cardiac, specialty, and others. It's all to bring a little more cheer to those in the hospital during the holidays. Players and staff will start their rounds at 9:15 tomorrow morning. Still to come on the news tonight, the travel rush is on as millions prepare to gather for Thanksgiving. We'll have the latest outlook on your travel plans and your holiday forecast after the break. Now to the holiday travel rush. AAA is predicting about 55 million people will travel for Thanksgiving, potentially nearing pre-pandemic levels. ABC's Rena Roy has more on what you can expect when you head out the door.
The travel rush is on as millions prepare to gather for Thanksgiving, and it's going to be a busy one.
We're looking at the third busiest travel season for Thanksgiving holiday since 2000.
AAA predicting 4.5 million passengers will fly to their destinations this year. Air travel up by nearly 8% over the last year.
We have some family coming in from Ireland, so we're excited to see them. While joining Grandma and Grandpa in San Francisco.
Hopper says most travelers will pay about $350 per ticket for a good deal domestically. Overall, airfares 43% higher than they were in 2021.
I think the cost of travel is definitely up, so that's why we came in a little bit early, and we're going to be going home a little bit earlier.
Joe Rodriguez hopping on a train from Fresno to San Francisco instead of flying to avoid those high prices.
I was going to fly over here, but it was too expensive.
Drivers also bracing for congestion, with an estimated 49 million people getting behind the wheel this year. The worst traffic will be Wednesday 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., around lunch on Thursday, and the afternoon and evening on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's going to be up about 43% higher than normal traffic on Wednesday. So really that's going to be the challenge for everyone going out this weekend.
But there is some good news for drivers. Gas prices are falling. According to AAA, they're down 12 cents a gallon just in the past week, now at $3.64 on average nationwide. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with meteorologist Jessica Blum.
Well, I think a lot of us are smiles today because we did see temperatures into the lower 60s today. The last time we saw that was on November 10th. So we'll look at how those 2 days compared. The normal today was right around 49 degrees, so well above average as we reached about 64 degrees in Lincoln today. Normal back on November 10th was about 54 degrees earlier in the month, so it was a little bit warmer on average. And then the observed temperature was 68 degrees back then. So above normal for some time. Going to expect to be above normal going into tomorrow as well. So another warm day ahead of us. And looking at temperatures right now, Lincoln right about 52 degrees. The airport starting to cool off a little bit faster as we head into this evening, but 53 in Nebraska City as well as 52 in Beatrice, 57 in Falls City, as well as 54 in York. So the middle 50s across the area, the 40s in a couple spots in Grand Island and Norfolk, but across the board we're starting to cool down this evening with mostly clear skies. Looking at our groundworks cam, that sun setting just about 5:03 this evening. Starting to get earlier and earlier at that. We'll start to see sunsets before 5 o'clock just about the end of this month too. So going to get darker and darker earlier and earlier as we go on later in this month. But satellite and radar mostly quiet across the area, across the state this evening. Expected to stay pretty much the same going through this evening. So we pick up stormcast a little bit later, maybe some higher clouds possible as we head into early Wednesday morning, and then we start to see maybe some patchy fog going into tomorrow morning, and then those clouds really start to fill into southeastern Nebraska heading throughout the day on Wednesday. So we start to see some of those clouds filter in. Will be mostly cloudy by Wednesday evening, and then those clouds are going to stick around heading into Thursday for the holiday, and then we do have a cold front starting to slide through Thursday into Thursday morning right around midnight. And again, just ahead of that cold front, we could see some sprinkles at that, some rain ahead of the cold front. If anything does develop behind the cold front, we could see some flakes here and there, but nothing that's going to last or amount to anything at that. It's just going to be mostly cloudy throughout the day on Thursday, and again, nothing to impact any of your travel plans going into Wednesday and Thursday as well. So just mostly cloudy skies heading throughout this evening, and then we'll have a warmer day for that as well. But looking at tonight, temperatures right around 23 degrees. Will be mostly clear and slightly warmer than we have in the last couple nights, with winds out of the west-southwest anywhere from 3 to 5 miles per hour. And the forecast across the area going to be a little bit warmer than we've seen the last couple nights. 29 degrees in Beatrice as well as 29 in Nebraska City, but the 20s expected across the board. And then we again start to warm up with those south winds bringing in some more warmer weather tomorrow, right around 55 degrees, those increasing clouds throughout the day. And it's going to be great travel weather if you are starting out tomorrow to wherever you're headed for the holidays. And across the board going to be middle 50s across the board. forward, we're going to see a lot of sunshine to start the day, and then those clouds will move in later in the evening on Wednesday and then keep us a little bit warmer Wednesday night into Thursday. But again, we could see some spotty showers to start the day, anywhere from midnight to about 6 in the morning on Thursday. Some sprinkles possible at that, and then we start to warm up on Friday with a lot of sunshine. There's a small chance for some rain again Saturday into Sunday with another front coming through, and we start to see temperatures dip down to near normal going into next week. But then another system starts to come through and impact the week next week. We could see some more active patterns going into next week with a mix possible Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then December starts to roll around. We start to see temperatures dip back into 30s. So this past weekend we saw 30s, but now we're seeing 50s and above normal temperatures, which I know a lot of people are excited about. And with the travel holidays heading our way, we've got a lot to look forward to in terms of what you have to walk out the door with going out into the next several days.
Absolutely. I know a lot of folks very thankful for the nice weather, but we also really need that rain. So hopefully after everyone's done traveling for the holiday, we can get some more moisture in our area.
Yes, we'll take what we can get and we'll keep on top of that for you guys.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at Wall Street now. A positive day. The Dow gaining nearly 400 points. NASDAQ is up 150. S&P also adding 54 points. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source. Some big, some small, and some unexpected. Steve Nammons has them all in tonight's Take a Look at This.
We haven't passed Thanksgiving yet here in the States, but in Germany, the Christmas festivities and markets are well underway. And the market in Dortmund has the honor of hosting the world's largest Christmas tree. At 147 feet tall, it took 4 weeks to decorate it with ornaments, 48,000 LED lights, and a 13-foot, 441-pound angel resting on top. According to CNN affiliate RTL, the lights will be limited to 8 hours per day to conserve energy. Meet Lydia and Timothy Ridgway. They might look like your typical adorable newborns, but their story is anything but. At 3 weeks old, these twins are already world record holders. According to the National Embryo Donation Center, they were born from embryos that were frozen 30 years ago, making the Ridgway twins the longest frozen embryos resulting in live birth. And finally, blink and scientists might have missed it, but that's a black-naped pheasant pigeon. Never heard of it? Not surprising, since the last one hasn't been seen since 1882. An expedition team of international scientists spent a month in Papua New Guinea trying to locate the bird with the help of local experts. Just 2 days before they were set to leave, jackpot. In a moment 140 years in the making, a camera spotted the bird in Ferguson Island. For Take a Look at This, I'm Steve Nannis.
Over 100 years not being seen, that is a stealthy bird.
Sure is.
All right, Jessica, can we get 1 final check of our weather tonight?
Yeah, if you're heading out the door tonight, there is some state championship football out there, and so I wouldn't hesitate from bringing a jacket out there if you're heading to Memorial Stadium tonight. But another above average temperature on Wednesday with temperatures in the 50s again, and we start to cool down for Thanksgiving, a spotty shower or two really early in the morning, and then we start to pick up in terms of temperatures again by Friday. And if you're heading out to Iowa City for the game on Friday, temperature is going to be right around the middle 40s for that game, but a lot of sunshine too, so that's kind of what you can expect there. And then some more systems moving into town next week, and hopefully some more moisture that we could definitely use for this time of year.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Jessica, and thank you all for joining us. Stay tuned. World News Tonight with David Mears up next, and then we'll see you at 6 o'clock. Have a great night.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
The spas are here. Truckloads of spas arriving weekly.
Hurry in today.
These spas are going fast. Spa